Westfield has acquired their own brand image by gradually opening new stores throughout the society. The retail stores in Westfield Shopping Center may change, but the brand image by Westfield is standardized. Therefore, when the customers go into the shopping mall, they have the same feeling and the same set of luxury standards, and which makes this a stereotype for Westfield.
The Westfield Group is standardized in their operation and the tactics they use for acquiring property to add to their investment portfolio. However, the company must adapt to regional and local cultures, government regulations, and customer preferences in products and design. The shopping centers have strong positions in their local markets with geographic, retail, and economic diversity, providing a strong and consistent income stream. The centers are located in prime trade areas, anchored by long-term tenancies with major retailers, and incorporating a wide cross-selection of high-quality specialty retailers and national chain store operators. Westfield maximizes returns by creating an efficient and dynamic environment for retailers and a quality shopping experience for customers. This requires working closely with retailers to develop a strong relationship and provide an appropriate platform for them to enhance their performance. Westfield also brings strong ties with consumers by supporting the local community of each shopping center. At the core, Westfield's operating philosophy is an ongoing commitment to the strategic, intensive, and transformative rejuvenation of their shopping centers.
When pricing their stores, Westfield doesn't have a set of prices because it really depends on how much they bought the land for or how much they bought the existing store for. So when they're pricing the places for retails, it depends on the square footage and it depends on the competition in the other stores. And one thing that Westfield must keep in mind is the location of the shopping centers, as to make sure they are placed in the affluent areas so the profit margin is high.
Westfield has interests in Australia, New Zealand, the US, and the UK. Having a similar culture, Canada should be a focus to the company because of easy adaptation. The centers are typically located in strong and consistent income-generating places. Based on the qualifications of the centers, Westfield should open 4 centers in Toronto, Quebec City, Vancouver, and Montreal. In these cities, there is a high density and diverse population with strong economic standings. Westfield could start with one of these locations and expand to the other cities. Once they see positive numbers and their reputation in Canada is somewhat adapted. Starting with one center will ensure any loose gaps that were missed to be fixed for the second location and so forth. This is important because a company must see how the consumers respond to a new and foreign product. To have a strong core focus, start in one reputable city and expand from there would be the most beneficial for Westfield's entry into Canada.
One of the most important things in the marketing mix is when entering a new market is the promotion. Because when you have a good promotion when entering a market, it means you will attract more people in the shopping center. There are several promotions that Westfield should keep in mind when entering the market. It's the word of mouth. This is when because there is nothing to sell to customers, having people to talk about the good things that Westfield does is very important. And also, since the markets they are already inside in other countries are similar to Canada, they should keep their advertising campaign so they will save money and spend more on developing the new shopping center. And another major advertising campaign that they should do is to have musical events or any art events and to attract people inside the store, and also have like a kind of a lottery and to give out like cars or like holiday packages. And another promotion that Westfield can use is the retailers inside their stores. As I said, they have luxury standards, so by having good store, well-known stores, they will advertise their own name.
Okay, thank you very much. We have about 5 minutes now for questions.
When entering the market in Canada, what specific strategies would Westfield use to appeal to local markets, such as like the French influence in cities like Quebec?
Wait, can you say the question again?
Like, what strategies would they use to appeal to the local market, like the French influence they have in Canada and like cities like Quebec?
Well, Westfield does a really good job about bringing the local tenants and companies, stores, restaurants into their shopping centers and adapting them per location. So just because of the French influence, they'll definitely take that into consideration when they lease out spacing and the design and the retailers and the food and even the events that are brought to the shopping center.
I still have a question about this French influence because, for example, in Quebec, I know that most of the people speak French and only French. So what are you going to do? Are you going to hire a translator or keeping everything in English? What's your
I think it'd be key to hire someone that's bilingual because they need to be able to approach all different customers. But that's really, it's up to the store, I guess. That's the ultimate decision, however they want to implement it. But I guess for Westfield employees, they have to be bilingual so they can handle any problems that go on.
Just because of French speaking, because Westfield is the shopping center, there really isn't much language that goes around besides the stores and the signs. So in that case, translating English and French would definitely happen. But other than that, there's really no other, French isn't really a necessity to enjoy the shopping center.
Do you know what your estimated timeline is for opening the store until they realize their profits? Like, in other words, what's the time frame for gaining a profit margin before you deem the project successful and worthy of expanding more into Canada?
Well, shopping centers you're not going to get your initial profit the first year. Of course, there's expenses, developing, constructual expenses, and
Just the property itself,
yeah.
The huge properties.
But the thing is, with shopping centers, you are getting revenue monthly due to the tenants and their leasing. So until you sell the property, you're going to be getting revenue. It's just a matter of time of when it hits your equilibrium.
It's long term.
Yeah.
It's long term. 5 to 10 years probably. We're expecting to really get our money back.
Last question. One last question. Okay.
You said that like the brand image of Westfield is like really standardized and everything. Then you also said that you would, in like primary research, do further research to find out like Canadian consumers' preferences. So I was just wondering how much it would be tailored to the Canadian consumers' preferences if you go in with this like really standardized approach.
Well, I know that Westfield shopping centers, you pretty much know when you're stepping into one, not only the signs, but the design, the layout. They're very modern, very innovative. For instance, in Los Angeles, Los Angeles is very car driven, and they'll put car washes for your cars so you can get your car washed while you're shopping, or there's an expected mother parking spot right next to the escalators. So because it is car driven, they know that these mothers are driving these cars as opposed to, New York where they could hop out of a cab and that's not needed. So in terms of design and layout, I think it's very standardized in how they run the shopping centers, but with little things, they definitely change it to appeal to the local markets.
The standardization is more for the luxury experience that you're going to get with it, no matter what Westfield Mall you're going into.
Okay, thank you very much.